through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am.
Good day. Welcome to AYI Training Center. I'm Emery Lukombo. I will be discussing about Microsoft Office Outlook on video 2 and class 2. As discussed preview, so in this video we will discuss about some remaining command on Home tab, and then some command of Insert tab, and some rules on Outlook. So I believe you have watched the video 1, because in order for you to work on this video you must make sure that you watch the previous video. So you open the Outlook as discussed preview, and when you open the Outlook, as the first time after setting the Outlook, you don't need to worry. All you need to make sure your internet must be connected, and then open the Outlook and everything will open automatically. In the previous video we'll discuss about this all part, so I'm going to discuss about this part now here. So what is this moved? So sometimes you want to receive a lot of emails. I can create a folder. Like in the case here, I can come here and create a new folder to which I can move some specific emails. Let's say like you're working for business and you're receiving different emails. So you want some emails to be controlled, like maybe for your family email must be controlled, or maybe some business email must be controlled. I can come first to my email. So move your mouse any place around here, maybe under inbox here or any place, and right click. You say right click, then you say new folder, and I can name it maybe other emails. Maybe I can say emails not wanted, maybe something like this, and I say okay. Now what I do now here, I can come here, I can say what is this. I can start looking now, because let's say I go to more than 1,121 emails. So when I come here, so I'll say I click this email. When I come here to move, and I can say move this to other folder, I can say to other folder. Which folder? If you drag here, it shows me all the emails that I have in my Outlook. When I come here, I want to put maybe to Emery, and this is it's everything under Emery at AYI. And because I want to put it on this not important folder, so I will come here, I'll look, close here, and close this. I'll look under Lukombo Emery. So I'll click here, then I'm gonna come here and I say move this email to, there is a folder, then I said okay. Then that email, it's moved there. So in another way, it's free my inbox and move to another folder. So next time if I want it, I will click here and go to email not important, and I see that particular email. And that's a benefit for move to. And you can also copy. So copy and move to. Different is that if I open any email here, if I go to my inbox, click any email, and then if I say copy, come here and copy to a folder. So I'll choose which folder. So the copy, I will have the other remaining email on this particular email and move to a new folder. So it will mean I will have a duplicate. But if I say move, it will remove it from this inbox and put it to a new folder. And the follow-up, it's a rule. There are many rules. Most of the coming video, I will use some specific rules. So if you click the rules here, there's a two place. The one say create a rule, the other one say manage a rule and alert. So create, you are creating a new rule. Manage, you are managing what you created already. So I can decide now here, I can say okay, if people apply for job here, they use most this CV now. Okay, I can come here and then I can say right click, and I'll create a new folder, and I'll create a name. I'll give it a name of a particular job. Let's say I post the job, call maybe reception, and then I say okay. Now on my job application, I will tell people who are applying a job, if you're applying the job, you must put a subject reception. I can create another folder again here, a new folder, and I give it a name, maybe marketing. The reason why I'm doing this, it's gonna give me much control when people like when applying a job. So anyone applied job receptions, I'll put the rules. All their CV information will come on this folder. And those who are applying for marketing job, all their CV will come on this folder, and that will make easy for me in the case like if I come here on the it's confusing. So I got a lot of CVs like this, but now I don't want to confuse myself. I want to make sure if I come in my email, so I can go open marketing. I put it in the wrong place. I can drag it and put it maybe close by inbox, because mostly it's a receive one. I say yes, and then I can also go look at the one. This is the other one I created, reception. I drag it and say I don't want to be in trash, I want to be on the inbox. Yes, so I drag put. So I can say when someone send me email, so I don't want the email fall in the inbox. I want the email must fall on marketing if he's applying for marketing, and if the person applying for a reception job, so must come. I'm gonna go to set the rules. When I come, I'll choose the inbox because I want my rule to be on the inbox. And I'll go to rules, and then I say create a rules. So when I come here by create a rule, the first thing I will do is that I'm gonna say, because I want then when they apply the job, they must use a subject for marketing or reception. Just come by advanced option, click here, and then you choose a rule, what the rule you want. You read here, you must choose any rule that will be based on what you want. So I will say look for any person send. I'll click here with the subject. I'll click here, apply the rule after the message arrive with. Then I'll click here and I will change it. I will say if you see any message that come and then say marketing, and I say add, I say okay, then that's the first option. Next, what do you want me to do? I will say move it, click the move it to a specific folder. Which folder? I'll click here, and then I'll look for marketing, which is under CV. So I'm gonna look for my CV email. There's my CV email, CV, because I got 3 emails in my Outlook. So I wanna focus on the CV at AYI. It's under inbox marketing. And I say move it here, and I say next, and I say what do you want else? So it's like I can also add another option. I can say when that message comes, please play a ring or send me a message or do any action. So I will do more rule on other video. So I'm just gonna go to next and finish. So what I did now here, if someone send a CV at AYI and then put the subject marketing, that CV will come on this folder. So then I'm gonna do also for reception. So I'm gonna go again, rules. I'll click the inbox, and then I'll go rules, create a rules, advanced options. I say if someone send an application with the subject of, I'm gonna change here, of what? Of reception. Please add a reception. Then I will say okay, next options. Then move that to a specific folder. Which folder? I will click here, and then it's gonna give me a specific folder. Click a specific folder, then move it in the reception. Finish. Now what I did now here, I'm trying to control all the email coming in my emails, that anyone send email must arrive on the place that I want it to be. So what I'll do now here, I'm gonna go to other email to send email. So I will tell people, please, when you apply for job, your titles or your subject email, when you email for job subject, you must put a marketing. If you're applying for marketing, you must put a reception if you're applying for reception. The reason why, so that when I come, I'll open a marketing, I want to see the CV that send for marketing. If I open a reception, I'm only see on the CV send for reception. If you don't put that subject, it's your own fault, because that email will not come on this, it will come on the mine inbox here. And when it come here, I'm not the recruiter will not consider it. So it's very important when you apply for something, when they say use a subject, it must put a subject. It's mostly for purpose. So Outlook helped me to control that. I'm gonna show example. I'm gonna go to email. I'm gonna compose email. I'm gonna go to new email, and then I'll send it to AYI. I will tap AYI. I'll send CV at AYI.com, and my subject, it say put marketing. So I put marketing, and then I'll say, so I don't change because that's what it said, and I say please find my CV attached. Now attached, you come here, this is mean attached. So if you want to send a CV, any file, you must always come here and then click here. When you click here about the message, and then you go look for CV. Like I'm gonna try to choose any CV. I'm gonna use this dog one, and I attach it, and then I come here and I send. Then I'm gonna send the email again. I'm gonna go again, new email. Now I'm gonna use the same email, which is CV at AYI, but I'm gonna use reception as a subject. Then I will tap please find my CV attached. Then I will come here by receptions, and I'll choose different. Now the first one I send doc one, by the reception I'll send the flyer, the name flyer. Now click, and then I send. Now this email will come here, just give it some few minutes. I'll come back to check when they may arrive under CV. You see they will come on a specific folder. Now it's a rules. The follow up, it's a read message. So if I open this email, I can open this email here. I click inbox. You can see here I got a lot of message here. So if I come here, I can say, okay, I just want to see the read message. Let's say like there's a lot of message here. Sometimes I read some of them, like if you look at here, there's some places I read the message, but the other places I don't read it, so it's confusing. So what I'll do now here, I'll click and read a message. So what the Outlook will look for all the message under in this inbox and bring it for me so I can read it, and that's very important. Now the follow up, it's a flag message. So any flag message mean you want to follow up, like say if you send something to someone, like let's say if I'm composing email, let me go to email. I'm gonna send a CV. So when I say I'm gonna go to home, and then I'm gonna put a new email, and then I put like AYI. Let's say this is another person sending a CV to the marketing. So I say CV, then I put subject marketing. And then I'm gonna add a follow-up flag. Now the follow-up, it's just for me to make sure if the person read my email. Now tap the email, say please find a CV. Then I'll touch. Then I'll touch the CV, maybe this Outlook. And then by putting this one, I'm trying to say this flag will remind me to follow up to see if they received my CV or what. And the other one is important, high important. I'm trying to give indicate to the person who received this email that this email is very important. So it's gonna fall on their folder of important. Let me send this. Mostly like when we did set for this, if I go to CV, we did set for this marketing. Now you see some of these emails have the inbox where it's important, like this one here by email. If I go to new, by putting the high important message, it's gonna force that email to come here, which means it gives more attention to someone who is reading your message, because you try to say this maybe is urgent or important. Now that's a benefit of that one. So in this side here, under Home tab, it play a role. I can click here. When I click, show me all the messages sent for with a flag. So this is a message they send me, so I can reply it. Maybe someone is waiting for a response. So that's a benefit for the follow up. So I'm trying to see all the read email that I didn't read on my inbox, and also the follow up emails. Now let me go see the email you send. We send email here. The one who sent it for the marketing, but it's not yet. So in the case you want to see the email, you just go to send and receive, and then you click here, send and receive folder. What it does, send and receive all folder. It refresh your system, because your Outlook can work offline and online, because it works like a Microsoft Word. But to receive message as well, to send a message, you need to have internet. So I just double check here, maybe my internet was off, and then to make sure. You can see all the messages sent here. Let me go open. I think the message arrived. Look here, if I click marketing, I received the 2 emails sent by Emery. The first one was the one that said Outlook class 1, and the second one is one who said doc 1. And the receptions, I'm gonna close here. On the receptions, if I click here, okay, nothing arrived on the reception. The reason why, if it's nothing arrived on the reception, then there must be something wrong on my subject. Let me go check on my mind. If I check my mind, there's a reception. So if you look at here, I write patient. I didn't write reception. So this is a mistake on the one who sent. And if you look at my reception, it's got here. Now, once you make a mistake on your subject, it's go to the wrong side. Be careful when you do application, especially if they say you must put a subject, because most of the company that does this, they force you to put a specific, they ask you to put a specific subject, because they want to control those email. Because if you look at here, like this is the old email people applying for the job at AYI. So there's too much CVs here. It's difficult for a recruiter to control this old CV, because I don't know what they want and which one, and it's difficult. But by specifying, like AYI set this Outlook and ask you apply for the job of a reception, and make sure you use a subject as a reception. Do so, because if you swap it, this what a problem, because at the end of the day, that CV is falling on the wrong place, whereby I'm gonna only see 2 people apply for marketing. On the reception, I can say no one apply for on here, because it did not write the information properly, and that's a benefit for rules. And there are many rules. Most of the benefit of Outlook is to set different types of rules. So we will do more rules on the other coming videos. I will do the one that where you can block some emails, where when someone sends email, you can say when it's this email put on a place. That will be on next video. But on this video, we want to first understand the basic of this, like to finish the Home tab and create the contact. Then that will be the end of the video. But so far there's still 2 parts on Home tab. If I click Home tab, there is a remaining side here. So the first one here, we just got read and follow up. We did it. So you want to just check all the messages that you didn't read, and then follow up. You want to say all the messages that have a follow up. And follow up, it's add address. Add address, you try to check how many address people have in your computer. So I have Bob Lucombo, only one. So I only have 1 contact on my computer. And then filter emails. I can filter my email by all the email. I just want to see and read emails. The same thing like here. I click and then I see all the email that I didn't read. Let me go to Lucombo. Maybe there's too much image here. I click here. Then I say, I just want to filter, just display for me all read emails. So the system will look for all the email that not read and display it for me, and I can read them. And there's a lot, because I've got 1,115 now. But let's say no, I don't want all the email. I can go back to Home, and I say I only want to see the old email got attachment. Maybe I'm looking for one of the email that is sent for me got maybe a CV or got maybe a document, import document. I say just search for me all the emails have attachment. Can you see all this email got no attachment? There's 1114 that I haven't read, but there's no email attachment. Now that's benefit for it. Let me go to the inbox here. So if I click here, I say set for me, filter for me all attachment. You see I got attachment because the application, most application people, they send a CV, this one, but on this email there's no attachment. Now that's a benefit for filtering. So you can filter of different categories, like for imported message. Find for me all the important message on this particular email. So first thing, always click first the email that you want to choose. I want this email or this email, and then just filter for me. Filter, choose only those email that have important message, and it will bring it, or category, because if I go back to home, you also have a category. So here I can see all the contact number that I have in my box. And then lastly here, it's a read loud. Sometimes we're lazy to read, so if I'm lazy, I can come here. Let's say I open the email, got a lot of message. I can click here and don't know this is an email that's sending me, so I don't know this too much. So what I do now here, I will highlight this message that the pet, then I come here, click read loud, and select here.
Dear Emery Bob Dylan, do you fully understand the concept of value and how the procurement function can create value for your organization? In this practical and interactive workshop, our subject matter expert will unpack the fundamentals for procurement analytics in a step-by-step approach.
So another way, I'm doing what I'm trying to read. I don't want to read it, but I can play the audio to read it. So I can also make it, let me highlight, and I'll play. Okay, that's if I too fast, I make it small speed. Make it slow, I go.
Training date.
But mostly you keep it in the center. The normal speed.
Online.
Or you can change the voice to a lady.
This 3-day practical and interactive.
You can also send to another person.
Analytics in context and in achieving the following outcomes.
So you can put any voice that you think is nice. If you finish, close here, finish. Now that's a purpose for read and loud. And this one send and receive the same thing. Like I said, if you go to send and receive, if someone send the email and then you don't see it, so you can come here like refresh, and the system will pick up all the emails send it. Okay, that was the home tab. Now I'm going to discuss about the contact. Now if you come here, you click contact, or you can click contact from here. So there's a two places. I can click contact here and it'll take me to contact, or you can come here and then you can come here and click contact. So click contact and then you can create contact on your Outlook, because the contact faster for you to send more message to more people. Let me click here, contact. Now when contact, now what the contact shows me, it shows me so far I only have 2 contacts in my list. So if I want to create more contact, I need to come here and create a new contact. So if I click a new contact, it's not bring me the box here. The first thing, you come here, you fill the name. The name can be maybe like Loxen or money, and then the company where this person work. Let us do AYI. I will say AYI Training Center. Let's say the job title, maybe say graphic. The email, I can say maybe it's manix@ayi.co.za. Fill as, it's not fill as with Manix Loxen, and display. When you look for it, what do you want to display? You can display the full name with the email. You can change it, you can remove the email, or it's up to you, but I prefer to leave it like this. Web page. Does this person have a web page? Maybe you got maybe let's say his web page is www.loc manix.co.z. I am address sent for instant message, so that's actually not a must for a moment. I can just leave it empty. Business phone number. So what the business number? Let's say it's phone number, it's 021, let's say 000056. That's the phone number. The business number, the home number, I can say maybe it's 021 and then 55550. So I'm just assuming in a really work you will have to put the really information. Fax number, I don't need a fax. Mobile number, I can say 078 000005, like this. Okay. Address. Now I'm gonna put address. Address I can say is 203 Votre Road. For address, the benefit for Outlook, it also have online. So if I click here, I can go online and pick up the right address of the person and bring me everything. So if I click twice here and press enter, so and it's gonna pick up 203 Votre Cape Town. There's address. This is where AYI is located. I'm just assuming. So let's say this person maybe stay here on this building. So I'll just gonna click here. So you check here. Now I'm sure this is the right address. I can just copy this the way is it, and then come here and then paste it. So the main point here is that if I wanna go visit this person, I can come here on my Outlook. I can just click here and it show me direction. Now that is how. So once you finish everything, you can come here and say save. Now these are contacts. So far I have 1, 2, 3, 4 contacts. So next thing, what you do, you need to create a group. Now the benefit for group is that if I want to send email to a lot of people, I can just use the group. Let's say I'm busy by the email. I'm gonna go back to my message. So I'm composing email. I will say new email. Whenever I click a new email, this box appear, and from here I can bring a contact, but go to book address. If I click book address, and it's gonna bring me all the name in my contact number. Just click here and then I add it. I can click this one. I say I want it here. I say 2, and then maybe I want CCC or BCC, discuss preview. I want to put Emery by BCC because I want to make sure that Emery knows that I send information to Lux and Manix, and I want Bob to put on CCC. I click Bob. I say put on CCC because I want Bob can know what I sent to Lux, because CCC as discussed preview will show that this email was sent to Luxen Manix and Bob. So this tool will be aware that this email sent by both, but by BCC is not going to be aware that this email was sent to Mary and Luxen. So it's just gonna receive alone as separate. So I can so click here and add more. If I need more, just click inside and say I wanted to add also a Mary too. So I can click here. So you can, in other way, I can delete this by 2. And then continue clicking more here if I want everyone to be aware. But now the problem is that by doing this, it's a lot of work. So if you finish to add, you say okay, and then this will automatically come here. Then you tap a message, a subject, then you send. But unfortunately, this is too much work. So sometimes it's better to use a group, because in other way, in the company, if you have 20 workers and the US supervisor, you want to send them message, so definitely you will have to have a system that make easy for you. So I would prefer to create a group. Now go back to contact, and when you come to contact, you say new contact group. If I click new contact group, so what it does, I have already fixed, and then I'll name it. What name must I name group? I can say my family, if it's my family group, because maybe when I have meeting for family, I want to make sure when I send one email, everyone receive it. But in the case here, we're dealing most work, I'll call it maybe my team. So I can have different teams now. So when I finish, then I'll come here, I will say add a member. So I'll click here, add a member. Now where you want to get the add member? I want to get from a contact load or from a contact address. I say no, get from Outlook contact. So it's now bringing me, I want Emery to be on this group. I click member, and I want Lux and Maxen must be there. I click members, and the more contact you have, you can add as much. At the moment I only have 3 contacts, so another way I must go add more contact to add more, and I say okay, and I say okay, but Bob is not on this one. So when I finish, I saw my team, I can say my team 1. So another way, Loxen, Manix and Emery are under my team 1. So when I finish, I can add member, I can remove member. Like if I don't want a member, I say remove this one, and I can update a new one. I can change the email, I can change the meeting, which I'll discuss on the coming video. When I send something and go for follow up as discussed preview. Anyone note, I will discuss about note in the coming video. You can also put a note, everyone will receive a note. Forward, I can forward in the group, like in the case like you. So another way, if I'm happy, I can come here, say save. If I'm not happy, I can delete the entire group. But at the moment we're creating, I'll say save a group. Now this group is created, my team 1. So if I click my team 1, I can see who's inside. I go this and I can remove now. If I close, I go back to my contact. So if I need more group, like a moment here, I can go create another contact. So let me go create a new contact. I'll create a new contact and I'll create it maybe like Frank Road Cape Town. So I'm just say save. Now I add a new contact. I say no, I'm happy for this one. Leave it like this. Now I got Frank. Now I want to create a new group again. I'm here by contact. I'll say a new group. So by new group, then I will call it maybe my team 2. And when I finish my team 2, I'm gonna add a member. I'm now going to add a member from Outlook contact. So another way, if you have by form here, if you go to address, I can go to address books, because those also I will choose all. There's already saved on address. I can also go to new email contact. Now this will take me to create something new. So mostly I prefer you do your contact first, then you can add the form Outlook. So I need on my team 2 to have the new guys. I say add him as a member, and I also need Emery to be part of that group, and I also need Bob to be added. But I say okay. Now then when I finish, and then I say save. The benefits for group, I can go back to my messaging panel. If I send email to a group, I just need to create, I just go to home and create a new email, and then when I tap my message, everything, if I finish, I just come here and then click the group. Mostly when you use the email, definitely everyone must be aware, so I prefer to put in CCC here. So here I will come here, click and I say I need a team 2. So team, okay, I make a mistake there, and I say make it to CCC, because mostly in the group you need to make sure everyone receive a message, so that so that when other complain, say no, I didn't receive, other can testify, say no, we received email this early. So maybe you're like, but in the case of if you're a lecturer, for lecture or for something that you don't know, I'll use BCC and I say okay. Then I'll tap my message. I can tap good day. I'm sending these guys will meet Thursday or whatever, and then I finish and I send. Now all this email will receive the information. Follow up here are just some of the common allowed to do something like a meeting, which we'll discuss next video. Assign task, which we'll discuss also in the coming video. So if I view them as a people, it's shown only by names. Our Bob, Emery, Frank, Emery Lukombo, Loxen, Manix. I can have 100 of these contact. But if I view them as a business card, I'll click here. Different that on business card, it will display me everything. I can see the number phone, I can see the email. So in another way, if I want to contact these people, I can display them as a business card, to which I can view the number and then phone one time. I want to view as a card. I can view like a card like this, and it show me like this. I want to view as a phone, and then it display me as a telephone, because I can view a telephone number here, everything, and I can also put as a list. Now it change forms everywhere. Show me that some of the contact does not have like this contact does not have a company, there's a staff missing, there's a part missing here. That's a benefit you can learn by displaying all different menu way. Let me go back to people. So this allowed me to move email, copy or move to a specific folder. Mostly if I want to email someone, I can click here and then say move to this to CV marketing, and it's taking me from here, and then I can email this person. Mostly if I want to merge document, I can use the theme. I will come here and click email, and then I'll browse the document. I can browse immediately. So what I'm doing now, I want to send this document to them. So instead of going to create a new email to message panel, create email, it's a waste of time. I can just click here, and then I want to send maybe a notice to all team. So if I want to create a new document, I can say okay. If I want to say existing document, then I'll click here, browse the document, and I'll browse it. But if I want to create a new one, so I will say new, and then I'll say okay, and then it'll take me inside to Microsoft Word, and then create a document. This is, if you watch a Microsoft Word, you will understand it. There is a video on Microsoft Word that explains a mail merge. So that mail merge, it allowed you and then come here in Microsoft Word, then merge, like you're sending thousands of letters to many people. You tap a letter, a notice, and this letter automatically can send more than 100 people. Please watch video, Microsoft Word video. You understand how you can merge it and send maybe a letter to 100 people at the same time by merging emails on Outlook, or by using even a reception on your own Microsoft Word. That's the purpose if when I use. And then the other one, if I want to just browse a document, like say I have a letter already, I will say browse, and then but make sure that letter you are browsing, it's already made on mail merging. So you design a letter on Microsoft Word under mail merging, to which it's like programming. You have to programming this letter, and then it's gonna have automatically. And then once I come to Outlook, I merge that letter. When I merge a letter here, and the system knows that it's gonna replace that letter titles by all these contacts that I have on this team and send one time. And that's a benefit by using merge in Outlook. Forward. I have a message. I want to forward a message to all these contacts. So what I do now here, I will come here and then say as Outlook contact, and I'll click here, but first, and then I click the group like my team one, and I follow. I just click send, and everyone will receive the same message. And lastly here, I can review the address book and follow up, like when I send something to people, and I can say let me follow up today. So I send, and all these people will receive a follow up. So I just want to make sure if they're receiving the email I sent to them. Now that's the purpose of contact. I believe you understand how you can manage contact in Outlook. This is the end of video 2 of Outlook. Please watch video 3 where we'll discuss about the calendar. Thanks. See you for the next video.
The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done.